Howdy, folks. It's a beautiful day out here, and I'm thrilled to have you join me. It's Mike Rowe, here to talk about something we all experience: aging. Now, I know what you're thinking. Aging? Really? But trust me, it's a fascinating journey that we all embark on, whether we like it or not. Specifically, we're diving into how our brains change as we rack up more trips around the sun. You see, every year, every experience, every moment leaves its mark on our brains, shaping who we are. It's a topic that's near and dear to my heart, especially with my folks getting up there. Watching them age has given me a new perspective on life and the incredible journey our brains undertake. Now, aging might sound a little scary, but trust me, it's not all doom and gloom. In fact, there's a lot of beauty and wisdom that comes with it. Just like a well-worn pair of work boots, our brains have a story to tell. Those boots have seen miles of trails, weathered countless storms, and have become more comfortable with each step. Similarly, our brains have logged countless hours, learned a ton, and deserve a little respect. They've been through thick and thin, adapting and growing with every challenge. And just like those boots, they might show some wear and tear, but they're stronger and wiser for it. In this essay, we're going to roll up our sleeves and get our hands dirty with the science behind aging. We'll explore the intricate processes that our brains go through as we age, and how these changes impact our daily lives. We'll explore how our brains naturally change over time, and more importantly, what we can do to keep them firing on all cylinders. From staying physically active to engaging in mentally stimulating activities, there are plenty of ways to keep our brains healthy and sharp. So grab a cup of coffee, settle in, and let's dive into the fascinating world of the aging brain. Together, we'll uncover the secrets to maintaining a vibrant and healthy mind, no matter how many trips around the sun we've taken. First things first, let's address the elephant in the room: brain shrinkage. This might sound alarming, but it's a natural part of aging. Our brains, much like the rest of our bodies, undergo changes as we grow older. Yeah, you heard that right. Brain shrinkage is a real phenomenon, and it's something that happens to everyone. But don't worry, it's not as scary as it sounds. As we age, our brains naturally lose some of their volume. This process is gradual and happens over many years. It's not something that happens overnight. Think of it like a balloon slowly deflating over time. The brain's volume decreases, but this doesn't mean it's losing its ability to function. It's not a sudden collapse, but a gradual process. Just like the changing landscapes we see in nature, our brains adapt and evolve with time. Now, before you start picturing your brain turning into a prune, remember that this shrinkage is perfectly normal. It's a part of the natural aging process and doesn't necessarily mean a decline in cognitive abilities. It mainly affects certain areas, like the frontal lobe, which is responsible for planning and decision-making. This part of the brain helps us organize our thoughts and actions, and the hippocampus, the memory center of our brain. This area is crucial for forming new memories and recalling old ones. What's more, our brains also produce fewer chemical messengers like dopamine and serotonin as we get older. These chemicals play a vital role in regulating our mood, sleep, and overall well-being. These chemicals are like the mailmen of our brains, responsible for carrying signals between nerve cells. When there are fewer mailmen, the delivery of these signals slows down. Fewer mailmen means slower delivery, which can impact things like our mood, sleep, and even our ability to learn new things. This is why some older adults may experience changes in their sleep patterns, or find it harder to pick up new skills. But it's important to remember that these changes are a normal part of aging. By staying active, both mentally and physically, we can help maintain our brain health and continue to enjoy a fulfilling life. With all these changes happening upstairs, it's no surprise that our cognitive abilities like memory and processing speed can also shift a bit. As we age, our brains undergo various transformations. These changes can sometimes make us feel like our mental faculties aren't as sharp as they used to be. But it's important to remember that this is a natural part of aging. Ever walk into a room and forget why? This common experience can be frustrating, but it's something many of us go through. It's a small reminder that our brains are constantly working, even if they sometimes misplace a detail or two, or struggle to remember a name. Names can be particularly tricky because they often don't have a strong context or visual cue to help us remember them. But don't worry, this is a normal part of the aging process. Yeah, we've all been there. These small lapses in memory are common and usually not a cause for concern. They can even be a source of shared laughter and connection with others who experience the same thing. As we age, our working memory, which is like our brain's sticky note for holding on to information temporarily, tends to get a little less sticky. This means we might need to rely more on lists, reminders, and other tools to keep track of things. It's like trying to juggle too many things at once. Some things are bound to drop, but that's okay. It's a sign that our brains are prioritizing what's most important at the moment. But here's the good news. Not all cognitive abilities decline with age. In fact, many aspects of our mental capabilities can remain strong or even improve as we get older. In fact, some things actually get better. For instance, our accumulated knowledge and life experiences can give us a richer perspective on the world. Our vocabulary, for example, often expands throughout our lives, allowing us to express ourselves more clearly and effectively. This can be a great asset in both personal and professional interactions, and our emotional regulation skills can improve too. With age, we often become better at managing our emotions and staying calm under pressure. We tend to become better at handling stress. This can lead to a more peaceful and fulfilling life, as we learn to navigate the ups and downs with greater ease, and navigating tricky social situations. Our years of experience can help us understand and empathize with others, making our social interactions more meaningful and rewarding. So, how do we keep our brains in tip-top shape as we age? Well, it turns out that many of the same things that are good for our bodies are also good for our brains. First and foremost, a healthy lifestyle is key. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and enough sleep are like the holy trinity of brain health. Think of it like this. Exercise is like a good workout for your brain, a balanced diet is like premium fuel, and enough sleep is like hitting the reset button. And don't underestimate the power of stress management. Chronic stress can wreak havoc on our brains, so finding healthy ways to cope, like meditation, spending time in nature, or pursuing hobbies is crucial. Section 5. The power of use it or lose it. Remember that old saying, use it or lose it? Well, it applies to our brains too. Just like a muscle that gets weaker without exercise, our brains need regular stimulation to stay sharp. Lifelong learning is like a superpower for the aging brain. Whether it's taking a class, learning a new language, or simply challenging yourself with puzzles and brain games, keeping your mind engaged is essential. And don't forget about the power of novelty. Trying new things, exploring different places, and stepping outside of your comfort zone can create new neural pathways in the brain, which is like building new roads for information to travel on. Section 6. Staying connected, staying sharp. Humans are social creatures by nature. We thrive on connection, and it turns out that our brains do too. Social interaction is like fertilizer for the brain, helping to keep it healthy and vibrant. Spending time with loved ones, engaging in meaningful conversations, and being part of a community can do wonders for our mental well-being. It's like a built-in support system that helps us navigate the ups and downs of life. And don't underestimate the power of laughter. A good belly laugh is like a mini vacation for the brain, releasing endorphins that have mood-boosting and stress-relieving effects. So go ahead, watch a funny movie, share a joke with a friend, and let loose. Section 7. Reaching out when you need a hand. Now, let's talk about something really important, seeking help when we need it. There's no shame in asking for support, especially when it comes to our mental health. If you're experiencing significant memory problems, struggling with your mood, or just feeling off, don't hesitate to reach out to a healthcare professional. Think of it like this. Just like you'd see a mechanic for your car or a plumber for your pipes, our brains sometimes need a little tune-up too. Therapists, counselors, and doctors are there to help us get back on track. Section 8. The importance of early intervention. One of the most important things to remember about brain health is that early intervention is key. Just like it's easier to fix a small crack in a foundation than a major structural issue, addressing cognitive changes early on can make a big difference. If you notice any concerning changes in your own memory or thinking, or in that of a loved one, don't brush them off. Talk to your doctor, get a checkup, and explore the resources available. Early detection and treatment can significantly improve outcomes and quality of life. Section 9. Aging gracefully, a journey, not a destination. Well, folks, there you have it. Aging is a natural part of life, and our brains, like the rest of our bodies, change over time. But it's not all downhill from here. By taking care of our physical and mental health, staying engaged and seeking help when we need it, we can embrace the golden years with confidence and grace. Remember, aging is a journey, not a destination. Let's make it a journey worth taking.